We're going to cover the general website layout and navigation. We're going to go over how to search for products, add some products to our cart. We're going to purchase a couple products, and then we're going to go over some other features associated with the new account. So with that being said, hopefully you can see my screen now. If you cannot see the screen, or if you're having any audio difficulties after this point, please submit a chat. It's in the GoToMeeting chat box, kind of a little GoToMeeting window that's available. Look for the word chat down towards the bottom of that window, and submit a chat anytime. Kind of let me know what's going on too. And then I'll be unmuting you as you have a question towards the end of the presentation, and we'll go from there. So with that said, let's get started. Hopefully you can see my screen and my cursor. Right now my cursor is moving from left to right, right to left, back and forth, kind of over the navigation to the right of the logo. This is our home page. This is the new home page. And on this page, there are quite a few little nuances and features to kind of point out. The first thing I'll point out is under the logo over here on the left-hand side. For the sake of this presentation, we're going to call this the left side navigation bar. All the dark navigation on the left-hand side has searching opportunities for you. I'll start with this little hidden box kind of right underneath the logo. We're going to try to make that a little more prevalent and prominent. But right now that's a search box. You can enter any term, any keyword that you want to search for, and type it in there and search for product. Under the search box, you can search by category. You can search by teams, apparel and accessories, auto accessories, collectibles, and so on and so forth, even by holidays in this section over here on the left-hand side. You can also see our popular brands that we're selling, and you can go through the brands and pick by brand by clicking on the options over here on the left-hand side as well. So that's section one. We'll cover these in detail, so bear with me as I just go over the home page in general so you kind of know where you're at. So it's kind of an orientation. The navigation at the top, you see my mouse going left to right. Home, learn more about Casey's, news information, contact us. These links, I just clicked on news and information, will take you to further information about us. You'll notice that the products and everything goes away when you click on this. I just want to call your attention briefly to shop for products on this page right here. This is going to be your key right there to get back to the online shopping. So these links up top are just more general information, and again, if you ever do click on one of those, read some information about what's going on with some of the new products and product information that's available, go to shop for products to get back to where we came from. All right. Upper right, we're going to call this the top navigation bar. This has got your account information in it. It's got order status. It's got your login, logout information on it. One thing I'll call your attention to is on this login link right here. If you're logged in, it'll say logged out or log out. If you're not logged in, it says log in. If you're not logged in, you'll see price to be determined. So anybody who comes to our website needs to have a member approval to be able to see pricing on the website. So if you ever see price TBD, you need to log into your account to be able to see the information. I'm going to go ahead and log in now. And as you see, it does save your previous login information if you would prefer to. I'm using, by the way, the Chrome browser, which will also help save information if you have your browser set up properly. I'm going to go ahead and sign in using those credentials. The first thing it shows when you do sign in is your account information. It adds it here in the central of your screen, also to the left-hand navigation. Okay? I think a lot of times, if you do want to go through these, and we're not going to cover these in detail today, we're going to focus more on products and searching for products, but you'll see this pop up, and I think a lot of times you'll probably go over and you'll start searching by a category, and when you do, the My Account information does go away. If you want it back, go back up top navigation up top to My Account. It brings it back for you again. Okay? So we'll go back to categories, and we'll kind of start by going into each one of these little search areas and try to figure out ways to help you search better. So as you start to think about ways to help your business find the right products and sell the right products, be watching as I'm searching here to kind of think about your workflow and how you're going to be using the site to purchase product. The home page has various things I want to point out to everyone. The featured products are on our homepage. We're going to try to make these featured products very applicable to upcoming events, holidays, etc. So as we get closer to Father's Day, for example, we're going to try to find some dad-related stuff to put out here. We did some recently with Mother's Day, holidays, start of NFL football season, things like that. So look for the featured products to be a nice little addition to our website in the future. If you scroll down, you'll also see our new products that we've added to the website as well. And we think that's another feature that customers have been asking for to keep them updated about new products. It's also on the homepage. So we have two relevant and prominent ways to display featured and new products on the homepage. If there's any ideas you want to see out there or things that you can suggest for the homepage, let us know. But that's the logic behind those two groups of products on the homepage. Let's start by going through categories on the left-hand side, navigation again, and I'm going to start with we'll go through apparel and accessories as one. When you click on a category on the left-hand side, you will see under every group or every category, I should say, a definition. I've just highlighted it now in blue there. We want to make sure these definitions are very, very intuitive and explanatory for what's going to be in that category when you go to it. If you are looking for something, it should not be hard to look for and find in our site. So please let your sales rep know, let anyone at the company, let myself know if you had a hard time finding something. These tabs that you see at the top of every category are subcategories within apparel and accessories in this case. I'll also call your attention to this line up here. We added a line of link up here to kind of help remind you, display to you, show you how you're getting where you're going. So right now we've gone from the home page to apparel and accessories, and let's just take any one of these. We'll take bags and accessories. And again, now you'll see home, apparel and accessories, bags and accessories is kind of your little guide as to where you're at in our website, if you want to know how you got here. Again, there's more subcategories we've set up under bags and accessories. So one thing to note, as you go into the categories level by level, when you see images, like right now we see images for bags and accessories. Here's how this works. It shows you every item by category on the very first category page. In this case, bags and accessories shows you every bag and accessory we have for Major League Baseball, NASCAR, NBA, NCAA, NFL, and NHL. They're all on this page. You can scroll down and see them. You can also go to the next page and see them. Okay, so you don't have to dig in and delve in too far. You will see NFL products on this page. There's Arizona Cardinals right there. But it goes deeper and deeper as far as you want to go. So kind of shop around a little bit is just to pause, if you have the time, just to pause on these pages as you get deeper and deeper in, so you don't limit yourself to only those certain products for those certain teams, if you're looking that way. Now, you saw me over here briefly on the right-hand side. I went to a different page. Over here, if you can see my cursor, is the pages that are available in this search, in this category. I want to call your attention to Sort By, because a Sort By is a very important drop-down menu. If you're looking alphabetically, and that's how a lot of people do want to see their products, then change your Sort By dropping down the arrow to the right to alphabetical. In this case, we'll go A to Z. This will resort all the bags and accessories alphabetically, starting with Alabama. Again, we have not gone further yet into our NFL search or whatever, but this is a nice way to kind of sort the product results as you see fit, something that you can live with. Let's click on the NFL as another subcategory. So again, if I call your attention up here, you'll see home, apparel and accessories, bags and accessories, NFL. You've got your 32 teams. Once again, we've got products showing up already without clicking on a team. You can sort again by alphabetical, A to Z. So here's all the Cardinals stuff first. We'll go through, what, two, three lines here. Then there's the Falcons coming in. And then page 2, we would have more teams. There's Atlanta and starting with Baltimore. So you can see that you don't have to click on these teams up here to see what you're looking for. However, if you do want to just see the Baltimore Ravens, you can click on Baltimore Ravens, and it'll show you just what we had in that list before. Okay. If I click on the NFL, I go back to the NFL group, and I can see all the products for all NFL teams. And again, if I go back to bags and accessories, it'll then open up all these. I encourage you to know where this stuff is at because it'll save you a ton of time. Rather than using your browser back button, for example, to try to navigate through your browser. Try to stay inside the site to navigate. It's always helpful to stay inside the site before you leave it. Okay? So that's a category search. I'm going to do a quick text search up here. I'm in the upper left, and I'm going to just search for Packers. Actually, I'll search for Broncos. So I just typed in Broncos in the search term up top. This first gives you, when you do a search result for Broncos, it gives you kind of a bunch of categories you could be looking for. In this case, you can see all the Denver Bronco categories that we might be able to provide product to you with right in here. Okay. It also then renders a whole bunch of results in here as well. Now, since I use Broncos, most of your results will be Denver Broncos, but there will be other Broncos as well, like I think Boise State perhaps will show up once in a while in this search result because I have not narrowed it down. So searching in the search box, tip number 1, start with one word, okay? Use one word. It's always best to start smaller and work your way out. Find a unique word that's in your product search and you'll find good results. Packers, in this case Broncos isn't too bad. Steelers, there's only one Steelers that I know of out there. Longhorns, any type of team like that. If you want to find all the product for that team and you want to search for it using the search box, just type in the one word. It'll save you time and results. Now, if you want to add Denver Broncos to your search, there's no problem with that whatsoever. It'll narrow it down and get rid of like the Boise State results that might pop in there occasionally. But remember, start very general and work your way more specific. The final thing I'll tell you about the search box, if you want a really, really specific search, only with the words inside the box, use quotes around it. For example, if I search for Denver Broncos, and by the way, when I do search, you'll notice that it does bring up results for you right there in the search box right below it, right down in this area right here. So as you type, it'll continue to give you more relevant results right there. But if I put quotes around it, it'll give me exactly anyone with the Denver Broncos. If we misspelled it in our spelling, for example, we typed Denver in wrong, it would not show up because I put quotes around my search. You can see the double quotes now around Denver Broncos. So if you ever have a product, a very hard to find product, and you know the name of it, or at least the team or something like that, you can certainly narrow it down using quotes. Okay, so that's the search box. The last thing I'd point out is search by teams. It's a category by itself. If you want to go through search by teams, again, home, search by teams. In this case, we'll pick NCAA. We start with all the NCAA items are right in here that we can carry, pages and pages of them right in here. We did narrow it down by conference. Something we're trying right now with our search based on a few things we talked about. So if you know a conference team, we'll take Big Ten here. There's all the Big Ten products within one page, if you will, or 2 pages. And if I want to get just the Ohio State product, I just click on Ohio State. Again, take down this little note information up top here. Home, search by teams, NCAA, Big Ten, and Ohio State Buckeyes is how I got to this result right here. All right, once we've found product, we'll use these products on the screen here as an example. Here's a very highly recommended function of this website. It's the preview button. Okay, there are 2 ways to look deeper into this product. As you can see, there's no inventory on this product right here I'm mousing on right now. There is the preview screen, and then there's the product detail screen, and I'll show you the difference. The preview screen is highly recommended by us. We think this is the right way to use it, especially if you're going to order a lot of products at once. Hover over top until you see the word preview, and then click on the word preview. This will take your screen. It darkens the background. It shows you the details. Has a description. It has your stock code. It has your brand. It has the availability. It has our current stock. It allows you to add as many items as you would like at that point, and then add to your cart at that point. Let's go ahead and add these to our cart. Again, it keeps you in this window. From here, you can either proceed to checkout or you can continue shopping. Now, that's kind of key to know in this website design. A lot of customers want to add an item, then add another item, and another item. So if you want to continue adding product, you have one of two options at this point. You can continue shopping, which closes out that window and brings you back to that page you were on, or you can just close out of that window in the upper right corner and it brings you back there too. Okay? Notice after I added those products, I'm going to take you up here, watch my cursor up to upper right. There is a dollar value. That's my cart, and it says there's 4 items in it. You can click on that anytime you want. You can also just kind of keep an eyeball on it as you're adding products to it to see how much you've added so far. So that's the preview option. We highly recommend the option. Okay? A couple other items on this little view here is this. I just add it to my cart. It adds one at a time by more than once. At this level, I would do the preview button versus the cart button. But you can, from here, continue shopping, and now I've got 5 products in my cart. But let's say you're looking around, shopping around, and you're not sure you want to buy it yet, but you know you're thinking about buying it next time or sometime in the future. Click on the heart. It adds it to a wish list for you. You can save multiple wish lists. We can talk about that some other time. But they're nice to have too, and you kind of develop a portfolio of products that you want to be purchasing. Now, I'm going to go to page 3 of this search result. I'm going to show you the difference between the preview button and the product details page. If I click on this item right here, and I hit the preview button, it'll show you we've got one of these in stock right here. But let's say I don't want to buy this. Okay? I'm just going to close out of this window, and it takes me back to this page. I did not go besides page 3. I was already on page 3. This is where I want to go back to. It costs you time. If you don't click on the preview button and you click over on the overall screen, the product details page pulls up. Okay? This is the product details page. The problem with this page, if you don't know how you're navigating in here, there I just went back to Big Ten, but if you don't know how you're navigating on page 3 of the Ohio State product, very easily. Okay? Now again, I called your attention up top here to this navigation line. This is your key to get back out of here. So if I go back here, I'll get back to Ohio State, but notice it takes you back to page 1. So if you're on page 3, page 4, page 5, it becomes very, very, very important to use that preview button or the little shopping cart button icon to be able to add products to your cart. Okay? So that's kind of a really important tip, and we can go over that more in detail. Ask your sales rep any time for details on how to do that. Know how to do that. If you do, if I left my screen right now with these 5 items in it, just by things are set properly, and I don't restart my computer or have everything cleared out of my computer, it has an abandoned cart functionality to it where it'll save those 5 items. I don't, very much recommend people who need to add 200 items to their cart to be walking away from their cart, because you never know what happens with computers, with updates and stuff like that. You would lose a lot of information, have to start over. So if you're going to leave for an extended period of time, add them to a wish list, for example, or try to place your order before you leave. The 5 items, though, that I added to this cart will be there for me later on when I come back after this meeting or after lunch. It would be there for me based on my computer settings. But just know that it varies by user on their computers and how their computers settings are set up. Okay. Let's go ahead and we're going to place this order. I'm going to go ahead and click on the card up top. It'll show me I've got 5 of these card magnets now. I'm going to proceed to checkout. The first thing I'm going to see on my checkout screen is the billing address, which will probably be the same almost every time. Note the little checkbox also ship to this address. We've got that on or off because we do have people who drop ship, and they might want to turn that off probably. Ahead and go forward, but I'm going to go ahead and deselect ship to, and I'm going to bill to that address. A different address, and if you already have shipped to that address before, it'll show up for you in the addresses in your address book. So I'm going to ship to that one. The next screen you're going to see is the shipping options. Now, a lot of our customers are going to choose the first option we have available, which is determine later. And the reason why that's on there is because the website does not package these items up. So let's say you have 50 items in your cart, it's going to assume you're shipping all of those independently of one another. What I recommend is just pick determine later, because you're not going to be paying $150 for, in this case, this order I put forth right now. So just disregard what's below. The shipping options, the carriers we have, are more again for drop shippers that want to pick an option, pick a priority and get it shipped out. So for anyone who's not drop shipping a product, I would just determine later every single time. And so we'll do that in this order. We'll determine later. We'll hit continue. In the cart, it shows you, in this case, we have 5 items at $6.50 a piece, $32.50 total. Shipping is determined later. That means our staff will get back to you with your shipping total once we have it all picked and packed and ready to ship. This has got our $4 handling fee on it. Any order with Casey's less than $100 has got a $4 handling fee. If I spent over $100 in this order, it would subtract that fee on that order. But my grand total is there for me, and it gives me the option to go ahead, and if you go down here, I can pay right now with my credit card, or I can pay later. Depending on your terms with your sales rep, you can, in this case, we'll just choose to pay later. The order instructions is kind of important. A lot of people want their purchase order numbers because we will email you here shortly about your order status. And it's nice to be able to take, if you have multiple orders, for example, to see what PO we're referring to when we process your order. You can see all the product might be helpful. So in this case, I'm just going to put a PO number. Or more for it. You can also probably use this to notify our staff of something. You don't hit continue, and my order has gone through. And that's it. And the order is now with our staff. They are looking at the inventory right now, making sure we have those card magnets in stock, and they are going. They're going to ship from that warehouse, and we have had orders that go through right to the warehouse within 10-15 minutes, and we've had orders picked and ready to ship within 30 minutes with the new site. So we're very excited and functionality this brings to the table. After I've done this, I'll take you one note up here to my account, and we're going to go to my order status button inside my account. I like the reorder option that we now have available. So if anyone starts to order the same type of everything we want to do with the new website is meant to save you time. So keep giving us ideas on how we can make your life and stuff to the table as well to help you be able to manage more quickly and easily. So that's really today's in a nutshell. I want to give you that information. If you have a question at this time, I'm watching the chat. If you have a question, please submit it right now, and I'll open you up have no questions, again, talk to the sales reps. Please give us your feedback. We'd love to hear from you. And again, this site's nowhere near where it's going to be once we get your ideas and stuff submitted. Matt has also informed me that my phone has been choppy. I very much apologize for the choppiness of this connection. If you have had a hard time hearing me, I apologize for that. We can certainly do this again. We will do this again at some point as well. So email your rep and let them know that it was hard to hear the presenter in this presentation. So give a couple more minutes here, and if there's any questions, again, send the chat quick and I'll open up your mic to ask a question. Just say you got a question for us. All right, I got a question from Doug here. Let me open up Doug and let Doug ask that question.
Yeah.
Doug, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you fine. Yeah. I was just curious as if the product and inventory were available in a CSV file format.
Yes, yeah, they are. You can get our inventory, and right now we're working on ways to distribute that information. I know there people have pulled via FTP before, and we've got some thought going into how to make that information available. Yes, it is, and if you need any help getting to that information, please let your rep know. Okay,
thank you. Yeah, that's how my store is loaded most easily, so that'd be helpful.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we just had a customer, too, ask for the categories that we're using. They liked our category layout, and so we sent them a CSV of our categories, too, to help make their website navigate better on their end. So if you want anything to do with kind of, again, helping you, our goal is to help make you money and help grow your business. So if we can help add and save you time by adding products to your portfolio or categories, let us know. That's what we're here for. So. Good question, Doug. Thank you very much. Other questions out there? Anyone else? Excellent. Well, I tell you what, I really appreciate everyone's time today. I know this was short notice, and this was kind of a trial run for us in this webinar. So we're going to do a couple more webinars coming up. We're going to publicize them, and we're also going to record them too. I'm going to work out the kinks on the choppiness of the audio quality as well. But thank you so much for attending. Please contact your sales rep or contact myself or Matt or anyone else that you know of here at Casey's, and we will listen to you and we will take your suggestions and we will make this even better for you. So again, thanks a lot for your time today, and we'll talk to you again soon.